Hello everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of this Tetris series. Now, in this episode we're going to check for collision, and not only button collision, but we're going to also detect where the shapes collide themselves, and we're going to randomly generate new ones whenever they collide. Okay, so let's start by creating a Boolean variable. So private Boolean, I'm gonna call this collision. I'm gonna set equal to false just to start. Now here, if we are able to move in the y-axis, we go to this part of this code and we add it once. But in case it doesn't happen, we just need to call else collision is equal to true. Okay, but what are we gonna do if we collide? Okay, so I'm just going to say here if collision, like this. Okay, so if we collide, we're supposed to randomly generate a new shape. So let's go to the board class, and we're going to create a new method, and it's going to be down here. Let's say public void set next shape. Okay, and we're going to randomly generate it. So let's create first an index, and we're gonna use that index to get it from the shapes array. So we're just going to say index is equal to mat. Okay, we need to cast this to int. So mat dot random, and what mat.random does, it's to generate a number from 0 to 1, so we just need to multiply it with the board dot length. Okay, my computer is a bit slow today. Okay, so board dot length, and we're going to create a new one. Okay, we need to create it because if we just set the index and we take one from this, we're going to be modifying that shape, and whenever we destroy it, our shapes array is going to be affected. So we're going to create new shape. So okay, say new shape. It's going to be equal to new shape, and as the parameters, I'm just going to take shapes at the index, and the first parameter asks for the block. Okay, so before we do that, we need to create some getters and setters for this. So if you're in Eclipse, right click, go to source and generate getters and setters, and we're just going to generate the get block. We're going to generate the chords, just the get chords. What else we need? I'm not missing. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Generate. Let's go back to the board, and we're just going to say get block. Now shapes at the index dot get chords, and just pass this for the board. Whoops, I'm sorry, it's not board.length here, it's shapes.length actually. Okay, now we are just going to set our current shape equal to the new shape. Okay, so up here where we set the current shape, we're just going to call the method which we just created, like this. So now each time we play, we start a different one, as you can see. Okay, and so now let's move to the collision again. So let's go to our shape class and let's make it to create a new one whenever we collide. So board dot set net shape. There is a problem, it's disappearing. Well, I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna do this. Well, we're going to set the shape position in the board, and we're gonna draw each block at the board, not here with the shape. Let me explain you what you're gonna do. Let me show you actually. Let's go to the board class, and we're going to draw the board at the position where there is a 1. Okay, so int row equals 0 less, not row less than board dot length row plus plus for in col equals 0 col less board at the row position dot length col plus plus, and we're gonna draw g dot draw image. Okay, draw image. Oops. Image. And okay, for now I'm just going to draw the first one. We're gonna change colors later, so we're just gonna get to image at 0, 0, and block size here and block size here. And for the X, we're just going to say the X is the col, so col multiplied by block size, and row multiplied by block size. Okay, I'm just going to, so you can see it, I'm gonna cut this here and the observer. No. Oh, okay, I forgot. We can just draw if we find a 1, not a 0. So if board at the row and col position it's different than 0, and we're just getting different than 0 because there are going to be more colors, and at the end we're going to represent it with a number, but that will come later. Okay, if we run now, there's nothing because it's all filled with zeros. But let's go to our collision again, to the shape class, and we're going to iterate again, and I'm going to actually copy this for loop because it's going to be necessary for our shape class. And we're going to change board with course, and we're going to ask actually the same. So if course at row and col is not equal to 0, we are going to change, we're going to set the position where it collided to the board. So we're just going to say board.get board. Oh, we haven't created that method. No. I thought I did. Anyway, we need a getter for the board. So let's go down here. Let's quickly just say public int. It's gonna get board return return board. Okay, That's just really quick. Okay, so here board dot get board at the position y, which is y plus row, and x plus col, and x and y is the position at the top left of the shape, remember that. Okay, so we're going to set it equal to 0. Now it should work, hopefully. Okay. Oh, it threw me an error. Alright, out of bounds. Oh, okay, sorry guys. I made a mistake from the beginning actually of the series. I switch here. This is not the bar width, this is the rows, and the rows are the height. So we're going to just to switch this in the bar class. I'm really sorry for this mistake. It used to happen if you're a programmer. Okay, let's try run again, and it works. Now it always paint to red because we selected the first block of the sprite. We'll switch this later, but now we're randomly generating them, except that they are not collided with the other shapes. So we're gonna have to fix that. So let's go to the shape class again. Right, so copy all of this code here. This nested for loop in the collision statement, and go down inside of this if, but before this, I mean before we move, and we're just going to say here paste it, and we are going to break this. So if the board dot get board at the position of y plus the row plus 1, we're going to check if there is a 1 in there. If there is a 1 in there, we don't move and we set collision to true. Okay, so hit, and here which is going to be col plus x. Okay, so if there is it is equal, I mean it's not equal to 0, sorry, then we're just going to say collision is equal true. It's as simple as that. Let's try it out. Done. Oh yes, it works. Done. Pretty much good, but we're not colliding to the left or right. As you can see, I'm able to interpose, I think is the word. So we need to fix that, and we do it actually pretty similar with the y-axis, except that we just add a 1 here. Okay, I'm gonna show you. First, we need to create another boolean variable. So I'm just going to call this move x star equal to false again, and let's go here and I'm going to practice create brackets to here, and just all of these. Okay, sorry, and we're going to create an here we're going to check if we're colliding with another shapes within the x-axis. Okay, so as I said, it's very similar to this, so just copy that. Copy all of these and paste it here. Okay, and we are going to check. Actually, it's the same. So board.getBoard add y plus the row, we don't change this, and here it's going to be x plus delta x plus col, and we're going to check if it's not equal to 0. In that case, we are just going to say move x equal true, and we're checking delta x. So if delta x is negative or -1, we're going to check the left side of the shape, which means we're moving to trying to move to left, or if delta x is positive, we're trying to move to right, and we're just going to check the right side. Okay, so now we just need to say here if move x is true, we can move. Okay, let's test it. For some reason it's always okay. I made a mistake. It's not moving. Oh, of course we have to make it to false, not true. And we also need to do something up here. We're setting it to false, but we need to set it true somewhere. Obviously it's going to be here. Move x is equal true. So we're always going to be able to move unless we fall in this statement. So now let's check it, and there is. I'm gonna put this on this side, and I'm not able to move to the left. Let's check with the right. Just going to create like a boolean here. Now we're not able to move to the right there. Okay, we're pretty much done, almost done with this. Okay guys, so we're gonna leave this episode to here. In the next episode we're going to fix the color error and also some other errors that I myself had when I was developing this game. So for instance, this is one of them. Okay, not this shape, but this. For example, if I am almost to crash and I'm rotating, look at that, the shape is floating and it shouldn't happen. So we're gonna fix that. Hopefully it's going to be the last episode, so keep on